Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Velocity Motion Athletic. I am Coach Daniel, and today we're going to talk about the sport that actually got me into this career. It is sprinting, and more specific, my top 3 sprinting tips for getting out of the starting blocks and your beginning phase of the sprint. Alright, so those that know me, I'm a professional sprint coach, 100, 200, 400 meter, and I've basically been in the industry for about 8 years, half as an athlete and half as a coach. I still try to compete now and then, but you know, a little bit more rusty. So today's chat is all about sprinting and basically the starting phase of your race. I would just like to mention that I got an exciting challenge coming up soon that I will be putting on my channel. It is involving sprinting, so stay tuned to the end of this video to find out exactly what it is. Alright, so tip number 1 is the dry phase. Now the dry phase is a term we use to describe the phase between your start of the race, so the moment you get out of the blocks until you come up to that upright position. So with the dry phase, what we are trying to do is get as much power as we can out of the starting blocks. So if you can imagine, as soon as the gun goes off and you come into an upright position, your power output is going upwards. Okay, so what we use in the dry phase, we call it a 45-degree angle that you want to be at to slowly glide up to an upright position. That distance is about 15 to 20 meters depending on the athlete and coach. What I like to do is from 12 to 18 meters where my athletes start to come up. This distance is determined by a number of factors such as the athlete's leg length, stride, and the event they're running in. So the 100, 200, 400 meter, or even the hurdle race. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to get as much power as we can going forward. If you go upright, as soon as the gun goes off, your power is going to go up straight. So what we do with the dry phase is it's a longer build up of power going forward. Some things to keep in mind with the dry phase is pushing out of the blocks as fast as possible with as much power as you can, and keeping your center of gravity nice and low. What a lot of athletes tend to do, and I'm not talking about professional elite athletes, I'm talking about the beginning intermediate phase, so they just tend to drop their head for the dry phase. Now that is incorrect. What we want your whole body to be in a low center of gravity. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna play a quick video showing the whole dry phase from an elite sprinter. So let's just check it out quick. So this is a professional race, and without talking sprint mechanics, we can see they're already in their dry phase, nice and low, their heads are down and they have that low center of gravity. They've just passed about the 10 meters now, heading to the 15, and they're slowly going to rise their heads and get ready for the rest part of the race. This one's a little bit of a better angle. You can see it driving nice and low. Once they come up, they're ready and their eyes on the prize. So tip number 2 is low heel recovery. Now low heel recovery is exactly what it says. It's basically getting your heels nice and low and recovering in the same position. So what we're trying to do is get as a quick ground force contact as we can. We're trying to get our ground contact time as quick as possible by literally dragging our feet close to the ground to get to that second point of contact. This kind of looks like you're ice skating, but obviously in that low dry phase position. But if you can get it right, it will knock those crucial milliseconds off your time. So the way we can train low heel recovery is by taking 2 flat cones on either side, left and right, of a sprinter while they're in the starting blocks. And what they need to do is they need to focus on kicking the cone over with their feet. This teaches them to glide their feet in order to kick the cone over. If they don't kick the cone over, they go over it, it means their feet aren't low enough. But it's very important to keep it very controlled, because if you go too low, you might actually just stumble over your own feet. Let's check this video out of America's top sprinter Christian Coleman doing the low heel recovery. So this is Christian Coleman. He's known for his low heel recovery. As you can see, he's literally gliding both his feet on the ground, making sure that contact period is as short as possible. Next one, we have him up against another athlete who is doing the cycling technique. And already you can see he is out the blocks and nearly already gained a meter from just 5 meters of running. Here's a quick clip of one of my athletes doing low heel recovery, driving through the legs, staying low and quick contact. Now, tip number 3, we're going into angles. So just like the dry phase where I was talking about that 45-degree angle that we need to keep and then slowly build up, we need to look at the angles of our bodies. So it is known that the angle on our knees performs the most amount of force with a 60 to 90 degree. So with this knowledge, what we can do is get the best amount of force with our athletes by looking at the angles of their knees in the starting block in the set position. If their hips are too high up in the air in the set position, it means the angle is too big, and if the hips are too low, it means the angle is too small. So we need to find that range between 60 and 90 that works best for them. If we look at this picture of Usain Bolt in the starting blocks, we can see he has that 60 to 90 degree angle. Being a professional sprinter, I wouldn't see why he'd had a problem with that. And those are 3 of my tips for sprinters out of the blocks. Obviously, there are a lot more tips and tricks, but a lot of them also secrets just to get the edge over our competitors. So I mentioned there's an exciting video coming up. What I have done, I have challenged some of the athletes I've worked with in the past to a virtual 50-meter sprint. So what we're going to do is our own 50-meter sprint wherever we are in the world, and I'm going to put it all together and we are literally going to race against each other. So no pressure on them. All they have to do is beat the coach. Thanks guys for watching this video. I hope you got some information about it. Check out my Instagram pages, Velocity Motion Athletic and Danny_Parsons, just to connect and some more information. If you want to see more of this video, press the like button, subscribe button, comment below what you guys want to see next if you have any questions for me. This is Velocity Motion Athletic. I'm Coach Daniel and I'm out. Cheers.